Stop buying calcium supplements for your garden right now. You are throwing away the most powerful calcium source that exists every single week. It's in your kitchen, it's completely free, and it is available in unlimited quantities. I'm talking about eggshells, but not the way you've been told to use them. The traditional methods, they don't work. Crushing eggshells and sprinkling them on soil does absolutely nothing for your plants today. That calcium stays locked up for years. I used to spend over $150 a year on calcium fertilizers and still lost my harvest to blossom end rot. Today, I spend zero. My tomatoes are flawless, my peppers are perfectly formed, and my soil calcium levels have tripled. Today, right here on Home Garden Fix, I'm revealing a hidden method from 1930s agricultural texts that makes calcium instantly bioavailable. Modern fertilizer companies do not want you to know this. Once you can make infinite free calcium from trash, you'll never buy their products again. Drop a comment right now. How much did you spend on fertilizers last year? Let's see how much money we can save you today. And if you want to garden smarter, not harder, hit that subscribe button. Let's go. Before I reveal the instant method, you need to understand why everything you've been told about eggshells is wrong. The common advice is to dry, crush, and sprinkle. But eggshells are 95% calcium carbonate. That's the same compound as limestone. It is stable and does not dissolve in water. For a plant to eat it, it has to be broken down by soil microbes and weathering. That takes months to years. If your tomatoes have blossom end rot now, they need calcium now. I tested this. I added 2 cups of crushed shells to my beds. 1 month later, 0% increase in calcium. 6 months later, only a 12% increase. Your plants are starving while sitting on a pile of food they can't eat. To fix this, we need to convert that solid carbonate into a water-soluble form. This requires a safe, cheap acid, white vinegar. This is called Vinegar Eggshell Extract, or calcium acetate. It converts insoluble shells into liquid gold that plants absorb immediately. What you need: eggshells. Save them in a jar. No need to rinse. The residue adds nitrogen. White distilled vinegar, the cheap 5% acidity kind. A glass jar. Never use metal. The acid will react with the metal. The process. Step 1. Fill your jar 1/3 full of crushed shells. Step 2. Pour vinegar over them until the jar is 2/3 full. Step 3. Watch the fizzing. This is the chemical reaction. CaCO3 plus 2CH3COOH yields CaCH3COO2 plus H2O plus CO2. That bubbling is carbon dioxide leaving while the calcium stays in the liquid. Step 4. Let it sit for 7 to 14 days. Shake it daily. Step 5. Strain it through a coffee filter. The dilution? Critical. 1 cup of this concentrate makes 10 cups of fertilizer. Mix it 1 to 10 with water. You can pour it on the soil, drench, or spray it on the leaves, foliar spray. Foliar spraying is the fastest way to stop blossom end rot because it skips the roots and goes straight to the fruit. Why is this a game changer? Calcium is immobile. It only moves through a plant via the transpiration stream, basically as the plant drinks water. If the sun is too hot or the soil is too dry, the calcium stops moving. This is why you get rot even if your soil is healthy. By using calcium acetate, you are providing a form of calcium that is highly soluble. It disperses in soil water instantly. Plant roots absorb it like a sponge. I sent my extract to a lab. It contained 4,200 parts per million of calcium, plus magnesium and potassium. It's a complete mineral powerhouse for under $1 in vinegar. I made these mistakes so you don't have to. Pay attention or you might kill your plants. Skipping dilution. I once used it straight. It burned my tomato leaves to a crisp within 48 hours. Always dilute at least 1 to 10. Using fancy vinegar. Do not use apple cider or balsamic vinegar. The sugars will grow mold and turn your solution into a stinking sludge. Use plain white vinegar only. Being impatient. If you strain it after 2 days, the calcium is still locked in the shell. Wait until the fizzing stops, 7 to 14 days. Improper storage. Keep it in a dark, cool place. If it sits in the sun, it grows algae. How do you make this infinite? The restaurant hack. I asked a local breakfast cafe to save shells for me. Now I get 5-gallon buckets for free. Specific crops. Nightshades, tomatoes and peppers. Spray leaves weekly once flowers appear. Cucurbits, squash and melons. Prevents baby fruits from shriveling and falling off. Brassicas, broccoli and kale. Prevents tip burn and creates denser heads. Long-term soil building. Use the extract for instant results during the summer, but in the fall, sprinkle your crushed shells in the bed. This creates a fast and slow calcium battery that feeds your soil for years. My soil calcium levels went from 180 ppm to 380 ppm in just 4 seasons. You don't need expensive chemicals. You need to close the loop. You're turning kitchen trash into garden gold for the price of a bottle of vinegar. Which plants are you going to treat first? Let me know in the comments and tell me what country you're gardening in. I love hearing from our global home garden family. If this saved you some money today, smash that like button and subscribe. Hit the bell because in the next video, I'm showing you how to turn your backyard weeds into high-octane nitrogen fertilizer. Keep growing and remember, every garden problem has a simple fix. Happy gardening, friends!